Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too, sir. Sir, can you tell us something about yourself?
Yeah, my name is Dr. Raj Jagpal. I'm born and brought up in Jalandhar city, Punjab. I moved to Canada in 1998, and once now I done my master's degree from Guru Nanak Dev University in applied physics. When I reached Canada, I done my master's in physics and astronomy, and afterward I done my PhD in space science. So now I'm running a space industry company which is called Epic Climate Green, and we are publishing around 4 to 5 papers in good journal every year. And recently we have a publication in a journal called Nature, which is having maximum impact factor.
Great, sir. Thank you so much for telling us about yourself. Sir, because this conversation that we're going to have, the most viewers that we have are going to be from 9th class to 12th class. So as a counselor also, we come across such students who glamorize this career of space scientist, as it is done by the Bollywood movies also. So how glamorous or challenging this career is?
Yeah, what you are saying is absolutely right. It's a glamorous as well as challenging. And there is, because what I did in space science, I designed a microspectrometer. It is called Argus 1000, and it was launched from India in April 2008. And that time there is a big news because we launched more than 10 satellites.
So can you tell us something about what is actually a spectrometer?
Spectrometer is the apparatus which measure the spectra. Say pennies which will measure the spectra. So my spectrometer is it's a ranging near infrared spectrometer. So near infrared means it's measure the wavelength from 1100 nanometer to 1700 nanometer. Okay. And so what I did during my research, I designed the spectrometer.
That is on microscopic levels.
Yeah, because it's a space instrument,
yes.
And because it's a launch in my spectrometer, you can fit it in one hand. It's a 230 gram instrument. And now we launch around 10 more Argus 1000 spectrometer from India. Also bought those spectrometer, different universities, and they also launched from ISRO.
Okay, so they have also taken that.
Those instruments because we different countries like India few university bought it, and now other countries are also following the Indian footsteps.
So basically it tries to study the infrared rays.
Infrared region from 1100 to 1700. It studies greenhouse gases.
Okay.
So what is the hottest topic these days? It's global warming.
Yeah.
And nobody, because people don't care about it, global warming. So in my research, after this instrument we found out which city is more polluted. We found out like Mumbai is much polluted, Delhi is very polluted, and different part of the world, other countries, cities like Beijing and other, they are very polluted. And this instrument shows the carbon dioxide level. If the carbon dioxide level increases,
so carbon footprints are increasing.
Yeah, usually for normal it's 384 ppm for the normal mean. But if it's more, that means it's in my data analysis shows that in some cities we compare different cities with the different data, and then we found out there is a lot of the polluted cities having very high level of carbon dioxide ppm.
Yes. So as I can understand, you are using chemistry, physics and mathematics.
Yeah, it's a combination of and space science is everything, because the gases, because greenhouse gases, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, these are all part of, even water vapor is, people don't consider water vapor, H2O, that is also chemistry.
Yes.
So it's a combination of space science, everything, that's why it's a glamorized.
Yes.
And so we want in future, there should be hundreds of Argus instruments, and students should in their bachelor or master's degree or in PhD level, they will take these instruments, then launch it through ISRO and study different part of the world. Because more instrument we have, it's a not much expensive instrument, and more because this instrument can be launched with a very micro satellite which is very micro level. So these days a lot of students have interest in making micro satellite, and the launch in India is very cheaper through ISRO.
So as you mentioned ISRO, as a space scientist, ISRO is the only organization that can give you such a platform?
In India is ISRO, but other part of the world there is a NASA and there is a European Space Agency. So there are different space agencies, but because my instrument is launched through India in 2008, ISRO is a very good name in the space industry. And when India achieved that Chandrayaan, I was there in a conference in Toronto, and when people are even taking me, even I'm a Canadian citizen, they're proud that I'm Indian because I'm from Indian origin. So India is very much becoming a full force in space research with the help of Indian new government. Mr. Modi is also supporting ISRO and other researches. So I think if more funding will come into research, student will begin. I will encourage young generation student from your age group, from grade 9 to 12. I want these students to have more and more work in space science. And if your student need anytime any help in career counseling in space research or anything with the physics related, I'm there to help your student.
That's very nice to hear that, sir. Sir, I would also just last question that what basically the academic तो चलो एक part है ही है क्योंकि बहुत पढ़ना पड़ेगा समझ में आता है. What would be the skills that are required? अगर मैं skill की बात करूँ क्योंकि ज़रूरी नहीं होगा कि कोई बच्चा अगर पढ़ाई में अच्छा है as in non-medical उसमें ले लिया physics chemistry maths में अच्छा है, but इसके अलावा अगर मैं बात करूँ तो कुछ skills भी तो होंगे कुछ कि वो जो एक inherited होने चाहिए आपके अंदर to go for this long journey.
Like in space science you need to do something different from the rest of the world. And to excel in space science, as far as I know, students should have two skills. One is motivation, and secondly, they should have courage to take a bold decision. Because space science, like you say in joke, we say something is it's not a rocket science.
Yeah.
It's an easy thing. Rocket science is a difficult thing. And now with the help of huge expenditure in the research in physics and mathematics, so students are now at that par level. From India, they can compare with the NASA student. And other advice I give to all your students from grade 9 to 12, they should have interest in subject physics. Physics is the most difficult subject because it's combination of everything, physics, chemistry and mathematics. So students shouldn't worry about from physics. They should try to gain as much as knowledge because these days there is a lot of facilities. Internet is there, everything is available. All equations is solved.
So creativity being the most, I would say.
Creativity, innovation, and don't fear about the failure. If you fear about the failure, you can't do anything.
Thank you so much for your time, sir.
My
Thank you.
thank you.